Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Luke Helsel here from Growing Nature. Today I want to talk about, do you have to be a farmer to grow food, or just simply, is it easy to start your own food forest? So let's get into the video. So something I hear a lot is people saying it takes too much time to start growing food. That's why they don't bother. I know that's not the only objection to growing food, but it's something that crops up a lot, and I just want to address that point in this video because really that is kind of misunderstanding the whole principle of growing food and how easy it actually can be. Because this food forest right here, even though it did take a little bit of time to set up, I'm not gonna lie, there is work involved in planting trees, and getting the wood chips laid down. Even though you could employ someone to do that if you wanted to, it isn't a really time-consuming job to be growing food. It is as simple as letting it grow, getting the foundations ready in the beginning, and letting nature do the rest for you. Like I say, when you have a food forest or when you have a fruit tree, just simply one fruit tree, you plant it and you leave it. Yeah, you could prune it every other year, to help shape the tree and set it off on the right path, which could take, say, half an hour. That is literally the extent of growing fruit on a tree, right? It's not hard work. People think it's really hard work and it puts them off starting to grow food. All you have to do is just plant the tree and just get started. Now this is why I just think the best thing to do is just to kind of get stuck in, start something, plant a tree, and then just see what happens. And if it really goes that bad and it's too much work for you to handle, just cut the tree down. But I can always guarantee that won't be the case. You realise, wait, it's this easy to grow food. Perhaps I plant 5 more trees. Perhaps I do expand that garden and start growing more food. But I know not everyone's got access to space to plant fruit trees, and I'm quite fortunate. I've got a lot of space to work with. But even something as simple as growing normal vegetables, say just like lettuces or rocket or I don't know, carrots, beetroots, all the standard vegetables you can think of. Again, it is like a job of literally sowing the seeds in spring in the row, which takes 5 minutes, and then leaving it. If you have if you want to get better growth, you might want to water it if it gets really dry. But again, usually if you have the correct foundations, you have like a little bit of a covering, like dead leaves, wood chips, grass clippings, something like that. That's taken care of as well. So it can be as simple as just sowing the seeds and letting nature do the rest. And this is what I try and demonstrate in the garden here, because I see a lot of people put off by growing food because they think it's so hard work. They've been like almost brainwashed, conditioned to think to grow food you've got to be a full-time grower, you've got to be maintaining it all the time, you've got to be in the garden at least 2 times a week or something, say, and you got to be on top of it. Yeah, again, if you want better food and you want to be growing more and you want to be have a cleaner garden, nicer garden, you might need to spend more time in the garden, right? It's obvious. But to get the basics, even just potatoes, it's a job of planting a potato and leaving it and then harvesting it later in the year. It's not hard work, right? I want people to understand this because growing food is one of the best things we can do. Not only just for our own food independence, but for the environment around you. As a outdoor activity, it's extremely healthy just to get outdoors and doing it, and also just the skill of being able to grow food, which is really undervalued in my opinion. Growing food is pretty fundamental to the survival of humans. Handing over the responsibility of growing food to someone else isn't always the wisest thing to do when you see how commercial growing is done. You want to be in control of your own food, get back in touch with your food, and make sure you're eating good quality food, right? And that's why growing food is so important. Not only just for your health, but just for everything else, like I said. But it is really that simple to grow food. I want people to just go out and try it and just sow some seeds and see how much effort it is. And if it is too much work, like I say, you can just quit. So I know I've just done a bit of a rant about growing food. I'm quite passionate about this area because it is really important. And I think for me, it's very important, and I wish more people would start growing their own food. And I wish there would be more interest in growing food, which I think it's just been lost, and it's not right. I think more people should be interested in growing food, take control of their own food. So sorry for the rant, but I hope you found the video interesting. Hopefully this time I might have inspired you to plant your first seed or plant your first tree. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.